Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I've got my coffee brewing here and I think it's time for another AeroGarden update. But if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe, but also hit on the notification bell. I do regular now AeroGarden updates on this channel. If it's your first time watching, I've got a whole series right from the unboxing up until today. We did daily updates for a month and now we're just kind of checking in as we go here, and I'm answering questions that people have asked me on the AeroGarden. So I did have a question actually on my Facebook where I post this videos as well, and they asked if the AeroGarden, this is the AeroGarden Harvest Elite, and they asked if it gives you a warning for when you have to water it, because what I've been doing is just kind of checking the water level every day in it, and they had asked me if I have to do that or does it actually give a warning like some of the other AeroGardens. So let's jump into it and we will show that. It does have a warning that will go off when you have to add water. So what I'm gonna start to do is not add any water until the light goes on, and we'll just take a look and see how many days it takes for it to notify us when it actually goes. So, but let's first now get into an update of where we're at with the herbs, and we'll see where things are. Okay, here we go. This is we're on day 33 of days planted, and we have 9 more days now until we have to give it some more food. Now the last video I did was a few days ago, and we trimmed some of the Genovese Basil, which you can catch on my last video on that one. Since that time, I'll raise the light here, I've been having to trim the dill. Basically, the dill has to get trimmed almost every day. It is growing like a weed. So you have to, if you are growing your own AeroGarden, really you'll have to double check the dill every day. Tons of growth happening on the bottom here, but I've been trimming it so it doesn't hit the light, but also keeping it lower so some of the lower plants that are still trying to grow and are still growing up get some of the light so the dill doesn't take over. So I'll trim that again later on today. And I've actually been testing out a recipe for that, for the dill. I'm making some refrigerator pickles, and I'm gonna give those a try. And if they work out good, I will share them in an upcoming video. So that's a good way to use some of our herbs and our dill. So I will get that video recorded after the pickles are ready. So let's just take a little closer look. Getting a lot of the this is the Thai basil growing up quite nicely. I'm gonna trim that probably in a couple days too. I've actually already got some of the basil still in the refrigerator, just in a Ziploc bag I keep. So I'll have to be using those pretty soon. I'm thinking another, probably for tomorrow, for a recipe for dinner or something. Maybe we'll do some pasta for the dill, or sorry, not the dill, for the basil to use up. So coming on quite nicely, just looking good actually, yeah. And then on the front here, we've got the parsley, curly parsley growing up quite nice. That's more of a garnish kind of herb. That'd be good to mix into maybe a pasta salad or garnish on top of some pasta dish as well would be good. Some people like parsley, some people are kind of here nor there of it. So we'll see how this one goes. And then in the back there, we've got the mint, which is finally now starting to come up. So that's nice to see. So got the mint there, and then the thyme. The thyme is a slow grower, but we'll have some to use eventually for that. And I think, yeah, I think that should be good. So I won't check the water. Normally at this time, I would normally check what the water level is. I filled it up yesterday, so it is full, and we will see when it tells us to add water. Now what will happen when it is time, and we'll do a video when it is on the screen here, it will notify us that the water level is low, and I believe it'd be much like when we have to add the plant food, this green light will turn and blink red to give us a reminder, and it will remind us on the screen to give water. But we'll see, and we'll see how many days that takes. All right, so thanks for joining me. Hopefully you found this video useful, and answering the question is when you should water your AeroGarden. We'll see how many days it takes. I think at the rate that I've kind of seen some of the herbs growing now that they've taken off, The water does drop a little bit, not quite a centimeter, but you can definitely see a noticeable drop each day when you look at it. But I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna wait until the light goes on to let me know. Then we can kind of time and look back and see how many days roughly it goes, because these herbs are starting to really produce now. So they obviously will be taking more water. So it's something we'll have to keep an eye on, but hopefully we'll see when the AeroGarden just gives us that warning. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Have a great rest of the weekend. We will be back next week with some live streams back on the channel. So like I said before, hit subscribe and the notification bell. You'll get notified when I go live. I've adjusted the live streams a little bit over the summer. Everybody's out kind of enjoying themselves, which is awesome. So we're not, people are kind of just busy with life. So what I'm gonna kind of start to do is go on at some different times just to kind of mix things up a bit, catch people at different times when they're around, just do short kind of impromptu live streams. And we'll see how that goes for the summer. Then we'll get back into the schedule, of course, but hit the notification bell. That way you will get notified when I do go live. It'll pop up on YouTube and we can catch it there. And I've also figured out finally how to get the live streams. I'm gonna start to get them over onto my Facebook page as well. So if you're not on YouTube and watching this, you will be able to watch some of the live streams when I go live. It'll be live on YouTube, but it will also be live on my Facebook page on Facebook. So hopefully you'll join me, if not on YouTube, on Facebook. Have a great rest of the weekend, everybody, and we will catch you in the next video.